Zach Johnson here, and in this video we're going to be looking at the best practices for using Google AdSense so you can start making more money with Google AdSense on your site. So one of the most obvious things about online advertising is the bigger ad spots get more attention. Advertisers want those ad spots, so they're willing to pay more money. The same is true about Google AdSense, and they're coming out with new ad sizes all the time, and here's two of the latest ones. As you can see, the ads are getting bigger because monitors are getting bigger. People are wanting to view more content on their sites and their browsers. So with all these different new ways of viewing sites, new ad placements have to come out. And here's some of the traditional banner ad sizes that you continually see over time. But as you can see, they are getting bigger. So if you have room on your site for these bigger ad placements, you can get them running on your site and you'll get premium dollar because advertisers are coming out with new ad copy. They want that to be seen and they will pay extra money for the exposure. And here's just an example of what the usual banner ads look like on a site. So we have a 728 by 90 on top and we have a 300 by 250 on the bottom corner. This is just giving you some ideas on how sites use different placement and banners for different areas on their site. Knowing how to position ads on your site is key, not only to stay in line with Google AdSense policies, but also to get the best click-through rates and navigation to your site. In that first box, that's all right, but really the content is all over the place. That second one, that's really good because you have the header in there, and you probably have a description area, and then you have Google AdSense in that area in the blue, and then you just have your content flowing. So that's a good breakup, and the ads would really get the attention of the person. And in that third block with the X, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to have your Google AdSense right at the top, right before the article, and have no content around it, because that's what Google's looking for. And if they find that you're doing stuff like this, they could potentially delete your account for not following the terms and conditions. So make sure to put content around your ads because it'll make your user experience better and it'll keep Google happy with their advertisers. So you want to also blend your ads to match the look and feel of your site. And here we have a site, WikiHow, and you can see they have a green design around their site. And what they did was they went into Google AdSense and they customized the look and feel for their AdSense to match with the content of their site. Because if that was a different color or if it was black, then it would probably just get lost in the mix. So by looking like the content on the site, it would actually grab the attention and look like the content as they're reading. So if somebody's reading that article and then they see that, they might go, oh, well, yeah, I do need car insurance. Then they might click on that. Now it's also important for you to know the premium locations on your site. When someone visits your site, where are their eyes going to? Now this is an image that Google came out with a while ago, and it shows the best placements for ads on a site. Because we know that when someone goes to a site, their eyes almost always go to the top left or the top right. So in this heat map, the darker colors are the best place to put your ads. So they're saying pretty much in the left and center area is where you want to put your content. That's the content there, so you want to stick your ads right in that area. You're also going to want to spend a decent amount of time on the keyword research for not only your website, but each of the articles that you write. Because the more content you write and the better you make it, that's going to allow Google to easily look at it and pull out new advertisers that are most relevant. So if you write an article about insurance, that's very generic, but then if you get into car insurance, that's even better. And then if you get into car claims for car insurance, then you can even get more specific. So the more specific you are with your content, it's more likely that Google AdSense is going to start serving banner ads that will grab the attention of your audience. There's also an option to use Google Search, and that means you can put a Google search box on your site, and every time someone uses it, if they then click on an advertiser through it, you would earn a commission from it. And this can be done to set up to show Google results on your site, or it can actually show up with other pages from your site within the search results. So if you put a search box on your site and you only want people to find other pages that are currently on your site, that can also be done through the management area. And you can also expand outside of just looking at websites for AdSense. They also have it for search, video, mobile, and gaming. So if you have any products in these areas, you can go into Google AdSense, click on what areas you want to create ads for, and you can get running and testing that out. You also need to make sure you follow the rules. It's very easy to play around with Google AdSense, break their terms and conditions, or even start clicking on your own ads. And if you do this, they're eventually going to find out, and then they will terminate your account. They'll also keep any of the money that's currently in there. You're not going to get it. And basically, it's you fighting against Google, and whatever Google says is going to go. So just don't give Google a reason to terminate your account, because they do it all the time to thousands of their affiliates, and it means nothing to them. So follow the rules if you're making good money with AdSense. And last but not least, test, split test, and repeat. And by this, I mean take everything that I just talked about and continually test different methods. You want to change the colors, you want to put different ads all over your site depending on their sizes, you want to change the location, and you can also set up tracking tags to see which ones are working best. So if you throw Google AdSense on your site with a red border around it, will that perform better than one without it? It's all a game of testing and figuring out what draws the attention of your audience and works best. So make sure you try all these different things out, split test, and look at the results to compare and get the best monetization for your site. Thank you so much for watching this latest video. I know I cover a lot of topics and resources for you to work with, so I actually created a blogging resources page for you to go to and see everything in one simple area. You can access that page by going to blogging.org and clicking on the resources button, or you can simply go to blogging.org/resources. From here, you're going to see all of my recommended tools, solutions, basically everything I use to grow my website, blog, and business to what it is today. You're also going to see my latest courses on there as well, so be sure to check it out at blogging.org/resources, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.